Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
And I think we know exactly what kind of game this is going to be, RJ.
Yeah, you don't expect a lot of offense on the interior. These teams take a high volume of threes, and they make a high volume as well.
Pass to Pirtle. Shot on the wing. And he drops that one in. And it's the Celtics ball. Outside Porzingis. Counted from distance.
He's that confident. Porzingis barely even thinks about it.
Brunson looks it over. Pass to Pirtle. Tatum with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. White for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute, and it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a three-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll, and no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
And Allie, thanks. To the inside. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Pirtle. Let's go with a three. And again, Toronto, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that's a nice play.
Pass to Tatum. And here's Holiday. Tatum with room to shoot. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Tatum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Ingram on the wing. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And the basket by Abaji.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking.
Now here's Tatum. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Back to White. Pirtle grabs a miss. Raptors trail by 6. Outside Ingram. Left side Brunson. Back to Ingram. For three. Second chance effort. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You're putting the length to work. Ingram secures the ball and finishes the play strong.
Here's Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pass to Abaji. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Ingram. Shoots over Brown. And Porzingis with the block.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Craig. Banked it in off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Brunson, here we go. Hart from long range. Horford pulls it in.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Hayward's shot is off. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Hart. And they get it back. Pass to Brunson. Craig with a steal. Horford outside. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Gordon Hayward for 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And so it's the
20, the Raptors.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Hayward, good.
I mean, scoring on all 3 levels. Gordon Hayward is such a difficult assignment.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. And it's Gordon Hayward with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. There's a screen. Outside Dick. Back to Boucher. Clock is at 3. Wing shot on the way. Dick with a miss.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Takes a 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Richards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Manuel quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Pass to Walsh. It's Hayward on the wing. No good there. Oh, good D by Boucher. Here's Dick. And the 3-pointer goes. Dick's got 8 here in this quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Graham.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward. And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
So it's Boston now. Here's Pritchard. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Boucher.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Dick. Boucher on the screen. Dick with a miss. Boston leading by 7. To the paint. And he throws it down with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Dick with a miss.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Walsh. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. 2 points. That one goes. Richards got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, more than willing passer. Hayward understands the importance of passing the ball and involving teammates.
Now here's Quickly. Outside for Boucher. Buries it from 3. Boucher's got 5 now.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Here's Tatum. This one for 3. Rebound, Toronto. 29 seconds left in the first half of this game. Right side Ingram. Hart from long range. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
3 points.
Now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum. Sending a message.
Right wing from deep Pirtle. Porzingis grabs the board. And here's Brown for 3. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up to the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 7. Hart controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Outside White. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Pirtle with the block.
Something Jakob does so well. He's terrific at positioning himself to come up with these blocks.
Outside Brunson. Beyond the arc. Ooh, Brunson, the sweet lefty stroke. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Here's Tatum. Rebound, Toronto. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Pass to Hart. To the middle. Here's Ingram. And stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Tatum's got 10 points. Ingram with the ball. Tries it from the top of the key. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Back to Holiday. Pirtle grabs a miss.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Ingram on the wing. Back to Hart for the lead. Knocks it down from distance. Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. And it's the Raptors with the ball. After the basket by Boston. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Hart can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Now here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. Outside Ingram. Back to Brunson. Right side Hart. Left side Ingram. Here's Brunson. Boston with a rebound. Here's the break. And here's Brown for 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
So comfortable in that corner. You better get out to Brown. If you don't, he's going to be sinking these all night.
Here's Abaji. Outside Ingram. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Here's Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors. And some changes here for the Celtics. Toronto trailing. Outside Brunson. Pass to Ingram. 18 feet out. Horford pulls it in. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
It's stolen by Hart. Here's Abaji. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Agbaji's got 5. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate. He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
One second left on the take. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Toronto out in front.
The Raptors, 46.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. Back to Craig. Lets it fly. Walter pulls it in. Here's Toronto with the ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Tipped away. Here comes Toronto on the push. Back to Dick. Lets it go from deep. Boston pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Horford outside. 4-3. Can't hit that one. Toronto leading by 3. Quickly outside. It's kept alive. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pritchard, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Boucher outside. Nails it from 3.
Boucher.
And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Horford inside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And the Raptors with some changes. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Inside, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I like seeing Jakob go to work in pick and rolls. He is so dependable in these situations.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tatum with a steal. Three-pointer Holiday. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 7. Outside Brunson. There's the three. The long-range missile from Brunson.
Yeah, moonshot by Brunson. He makes you guard him out there.
Pass to White. The three is up. Abaji with a rebound. And there's 1:45 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Brunson. There's the triple. And the Raptors, another three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
The unique perspective of a big, Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Picked by Pirtle. Fires it. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, I mean, he was all over him. You just can't get all tangled up like that.
Tatum from long range. JT for three.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
And Brunson's got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Abaji can't hit. All right, very little time to get back into this.
Very true. They need to score quickly and get stops or to soon be out of reach.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
Outside Brunson. Picked by Pirtle. 18 feet out. Drained it for 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 8.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Here's Brunson. Winning. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.